the shit, don't miss the shit. Oh yeah, go get the stash. She rolling up, I hit the gas, look at the dash. Don't miss a step, cause you know this shit not gon' last. Another strip, a bigger tip, yeah, that's the bag. Flip the shit, don't miss that shit. Oh yeah, go get the stash. She rolling up, I hit the gas, look at the dash. Don't miss a step, cause you know this.
Hello. It's your girl Lemon here with another reading. Backed by Luminescent. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment below if this video has resonated for you. This is for Mars and Sagittarius transit through the houses, and this is for the 6th house, Cancer rising. So this is for Cancer rising, Sun or Moon. But you can watch all 12 to get a full spectrum of what's going on during this transit. So Mars is the planet representing divine masculinity, passion, libido, drive, how you take action and identify yourself. It is related to Aries, where the sun is exalted because we are fully aware of our God, the goddess power. So also we have instinct, attraction, confidence, strength, power to defeat codependency and selfishness, the ability to put self primary to ensure protection and elevation. So in Sagittarius, we have philosophy, beliefs, attitude about life, and where it's headed, and how you can connect to your higher power by releasing your ego. And this is you traveling with your higher mind and your astral body to a new point of origin that makes or creates a completed cycle. So spiritually, this is you experiencing taking your knowledge and turning it into wisdom, and being able to share that with other people with a fortune. So justice, offices or officials, sanctified places, God, a concept, vision. How do you view life's purpose? And for 6th house, this has to do with routine and rituals, being more understanding of your limits when it comes to your job or health, and create a sufficient reality that you can work with. Okay, so Council. This is Cancer and Sagittarius kind of irritate each other naturally, just due to the simple fact of Cancer is kind of closed, kind of, you know, hermit crab to itself, like Virgo likes to be to itself. But at the same time, Sagittarius is more open and free and ready to go, willing to take risks, where Cancer is very tight-fisted. So this is you allowing yourself to open up to new routines, a change in your daily habits, a change in what you eat, how you think. Most definitely there may be some factuals coming to you, some receipts coming to you that you need to review, or you may have some receipts of your own to review for the upcoming tax year, so you can be prepared to plan out whatever trips you want to take, things like that. But the 6th house does have to do with not only routine, rituals, and health, but it does have to do with your how do you prepare yourself for something. How long does it take you to get ready to do something? What's your routine when you know you're about to go out and be soaring? What is your routine when you're about to change your life in a totally new direction? Like you're joining yourself with another person. What type of routine do you have in place to allow that to happen? Or are you still closed off where you want things to be your way and that's it, and you don't want to explore any other options? Because there are other options available on the table right now that you need to be looking at. So what message do we have for Mars and Sagittarius 6th house? Mars and Sagittarius 6th house. And just like Virgo, it is going to be about you prioritizing and organizing your life. What message do we have for 6th house? Mars and Sag. There's something coming that you didn't expect. You're going to have an incoming message that you didn't expect. Ooh, I got 2 cards. Okay, back to back. Okay, we got the 6 of Cups. Could have to do with children. Capricorn could have to do with money and career. Having a new schedule, having a new work schedule, focused around your children, or going back to an old work schedule and having to give up some of the luxuries you had. You got the Page of Swords, an email, message, or a call. You got the Hierophant at the bottom, Taurus energy. Cancer, you got Taurus in your 3rd house, Cancer rising. So yeah, this definitely has to do with communication with other people, groups of people. It's groups of people, or at least one person in each picture. So you may have to check in with an institution to verify some documents or information that you may have been holding on to something that has been discovered, or someone else has discovered something that you've been holding on to, or someone has discovered something from the past that needs to be reviewed and talked about and gathered. And the institution is going to call everyone together to have a meeting. Let's see, 6 of Cups. Yeah, this is the card I've seen, the Page of Wands. You got the Knight of Swords. Like someone is going to have to approve something. Someone's going to have to approve or prove something that happened in the past, and they might not be able to. They're going to find out that they don't. And it may have to do with money and family, maybe family court. But yeah, there's something that took place in the past, and the situation is being brought up again. There is a moment in the past that happened that is being revisited, and it requires observation, but someone doesn't have whatever they're looking for. There's a sword here and here. So the Page of Swords, it could be someone spying or looking or researching for something that someone is holding on to. Someone has some type of information that they're holding on to that somebody is coming to get, and the person that's coming to get it or pull that card is someone who has the ability to bring everybody together. Like I had the institution at the bottom, or the institution is calling you and this person together so y'all can review the steps from the past. But somebody doesn't have all the information. So that's what I think that's why everyone is being called to the table, because they don't have all the information anymore. So they're trying to figure out what's what. 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Making a decision. Like, should I tell them or should I not tell them? Should I keep holding this? You can't keep holding it because somebody's coming to take some of what you got. It could be about somebody losing some money. You went from 4 to 2. You got the Ace of Cups. It made somebody else happy. Somebody is happy about this change. Page of Swords. What are you called? What are y'all gonna do? Empress. The Divine Feminine, Mother, Wife, Knight of Wands at the bottom, Sagittarius right here. Yeah, there's something else to be discovered with this mother. Something else to be discovered with this mother. So I feel like in the past, there was a situation, maybe definitely an argument, where there was a separation and one person felt defeated. But then something happened where the institution, which is the Grim Reaper Capricorn, Saturn, came and took something from this person and left them to juggle just these two. Okay, so now this person has been researching or spying on this person to kind of figure out, you know, what happened, or try to figure out the changes that had taken place, because somebody is about to travel, or someone did travel, but the situation is being reviewed, so they got to go back and review it. Yeah, someone has to go back and review and because they want to see what happened, like why did it have to change. And there's definitely going to be some emotions being poured out regarding finances, and how someone manages their life since separating. And you probably won't be too happy about the choice or the decision being made, but yeah, that's basically what I'm getting from this. So in regards to this change, what I'm getting here for you, 6th house transit, is that basically you need to just learn how to be sufficient with what you have. If something was taken away from you or something is being added to you, it's because you're able to deal with the situation. So moving forward in your daily life, you know, stop being upset and angry over the things that you can't control, and be accepting of the situation that you are in control of, and be grateful you have the power to do something about it now, while you can. And then also on the flip side of that, also be grateful for the fact that the things that you do not have control over, you want to be grateful for as well, because you're not the person, or you're not the energy that requires that change to take place. There's a position higher than you. There is someone in a position higher than you to help you deal with things you do not have control over. So you're never alone. You're never left out in the dark of anything. And if something needs to be corrected, if something has to be corrected, it will be corrected. It will be corrected. And integrity is a big part of how this all plays out. So if you've been of integrity, it's going to play out in your favor. If you have not been in integrity, then it's not going to feel like it's playing out in your favor. And you're going to be trying to figure out why, instead of accepting the fact that whatever changes had to happen in order for something to be, you know, I want to say sanctified, but for something, because you're going from knowledge to wisdom. You have to learn something through this cycle right here, this Mars cycle. So Mars going to Sagittarius and transiting your 6th house, it's blazing a trail and getting rid of all the types of concepts or facts that you thought you knew about either yourself. Most importantly, that you thought you needed this, you thought you needed that, you thought you needed this, and then you find out that you don't. You don't need any of those things. You thought you needed more money for this. No, you don't. You really don't. You thought that, you know, this person was supposed to do this and this person's supposed to do that. No. Mostly you, though. You had this idea, or these ideas, based on the past experiences of how everything was supposed to play out. You had an idea in your head of how things would play out, and now that the shift is occurring, things are being taken away to show you that you don't need it anymore. You're actually okay without it. Because if you weren't going to be okay without it, why would the divine allow it to be that way? Or why would you set yourself up to be in a position where it gets taken from you? Like, where did it start? What's the origin of it? okay? But in the end result, you're able to find different ways to reproduce or produce rather what it is that you actually want. Start looking for new ways to get what you want. That doesn't have to do with a group of people. So you may be riding out solo, going back to the drawing board of what you want to do and how you want to do things or run things in your life. But yeah, I definitely see this as you parting ways with someone, and you may be giving them, I could see this as even like it's in a divorce, where you just let the other person just have whatever they want just so you can be done and move on with your life. Just take it. You have more peace that way. Just let them have whatever it is that they want and just be done with it. Just be done. All right, so that was your transit reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Peace.